it's Jess. Welcome back to my channel and happy first day of spring. This is my conclusion of how I did in my skincare project panning project, 7 by spring. And so I wanted to kind of challenge myself to get 7 skincare products done in 5 weeks. So 5 weeks ago I started this, and if you want to check out that video, I'll have it linked down below. And it was just a way for me to see how fast I actually do use up things. I kind of thought I set the bar pretty low for myself for a first time, project panning, and it's interesting to see the results. So I hope you enjoy, and let's get right into it. So let's start with empties first, because you'd think, shouldn't they all be empties, Jess? That was the goal. Yes, that was the goal, but they're not. They're not all empties. So this first one here is the Amore Pacific, this vintage single extract essence, and this I used up just this past week. Actually, I started right here at the line there, so it wasn't full, but in 5 weeks I did finish this all. I did bring this on my trip on vacation and used it quite a bit there. I found that I like to use this when I just want a more of a stronger toning. So if I felt more congested that morning or evening, and if I just wanted to have more of a deeper, stronger toner, then that's when I would use this Amore Pacific. Now this is a high-end brand. It's sold at Sephora and on its website, and I'm sure other places too, but I'm familiar that I know it's sold at Sephora. I got this in my Sephora, it was like a special edition Sephora play, where only the Sephora Rouge people can get the boxes, and for the first day. I think everybody eventually can get the box. So anyways, this was in there. I used it all up, but I don't think I'll repurchase it because it is quite a pricey item, and there are a lot of great toners out there that I want to try before I would repurchase this. But I know that my skin did react really well to it. It was a fermented toner, and I enjoyed that about it. And so yeah, if you can get your hands on a sample size or even a full size of this, definitely try it out, because it was unique to know that there was only like 4 ingredients in this, and just an extract from one single green tea leaf. So it was pretty cool. Another empty that I have is the Eve Lom cleanser. And this is a cleansing balm, but it's also advertised as kind of a cleansing balm and also a toner built in. This does have mineral oil in it, and I know that people are kind of so about having mineral oil in their skincare products, but because it's a cleanser, most of that is getting washed down the drain. And so I did really enjoy this. I mentioned when I first my first Project Pan intro video that this was a very luxurious product to me. This little thing, I got it in a subscription box, and I had never heard of the brand before, and I really am glad that I was introduced to it. I enjoyed it, and it smells like herbs and very calming cream. And I just really enjoyed that, so I actually bought another sample size of this when I had a coupon at Sephora's around Christmas time. The container smells really good, but there it is. It's empty. And I didn't have a whole lot of this to finish up, but it says that it needs to be finished up within 9 months of opening it. And I know I opened it in the summertime, and so I needed to finish this up before it expires, because when it has oils and cleansers and stuff like that, they do go bad with those oils and in an open tub as well. So that's something to consider when you're trying to use up your products. So that's 2 that I emptied out. The third item that I emptied is the Supergroup City Sunscreen Serum with vitamins E and B5. This is a broad spectrum SPF 30 PA with 3 pluses. And so this was just at this line here, and I finished this pretty quickly. Actually, I found, because it expired, I wanted to use this up because it was expiring in March of 2018, and so I wanted to use it in February if I could, and so I did. But I found that the last application, as I was using it, it started getting kind of pilling effect, and so I'm not sure if, you know, as it was getting older, it just didn't soak in as well or something, but it started to kind of like rub off and pill on my face, and so I wasn't really happy about that. But I did use it all the way up. I didn't cut it, but I did, like, you know, do the whole like twisting all this all the way up and squeezing it all as much as I could out. So that is my finished product of SPF Supergoop. I like sunscreen serums. That's something that I've learned about myself, is I really did like this as a serum. So one thing that I am going to finish up by the time I put this video up, because I am pre-recording this on Saturday and I plan on putting this up on Tuesday, so I know that I'll have this finished up by then, but this is the Trilogy Age Proof CoQ10 Booster Oil. I love this oil. It was my first oil that has CoQ10 in it, and which is a great combination of antioxidants for your skin. It's a booster oil, so I will mix it with like my moisturizer or another oil or another serum that I like, and I tend to put this actually on top of my serums because it is a thicker oil. I did use this one time in the morning and it was too thick in the morning for me, so I noticed that I like to use it in the evening, and again, I don't like this top. Maybe I twisted on too tight, I don't know, but it just keeps spinning and spinning and won't come off. So that was a deterrent of me using it a lot, actually, is because a lot of times when I am using it at nighttime, I'm kind of just wanting to go to bed and not mess with unscrewing a top forever. So all that to say, though, I did buy another sample of this. I was able to get my hands on another sample of this through my swap group, and so I do have some more of this. So this will be used up by the time you see this video. Moving on to the next one. This is the Paula's Choice Resist Super Antioxidant Concentrate Serum with Vitamin C, 5 milliliters. I started at this mark here about. It isn't a translucent bottle, but when I put it up to the sunlight, it was about there. I thought I saw the shadow, you know, how you can kind of see it. So again, this has about one more use left, and so by the time you see this, I will have finished it up, but I am surprised that I kind of it was until like, you know, it took me 5 weeks pretty much to finish this little bit up. So that's interesting that I didn't finish this up, you know, earlier than I thought, but I did have other vitamin C's that I was trying out, and so because this is a vitamin C serum, I didn't know if I wanted to layer it with another vitamin C, and it was just an interesting thing to really think about why I wasn't using it, or when I did use it, and I did definitely use this in replace of vitamin C serum in the morning time. And I enjoy this a lot. It's a serum, but it's not a liquid serum, and so it was interesting just to be able to apply this and have it kind of it almost left a smooth silicone feeling on top. I don't think this has silicone in it, so it was just, I enjoyed a serum like that, and yeah, I think I have a backup of this, but I'm not going to open it right away because I did just finish this up, and I'm kind of, you know, ready to try a different serum. All right, sorry if I'm in a different position. My daughter just came in. Next is the Paula's Choice Resist Omega Complex All Skin Types Serum. All Skin Types isn't part of the title, but this is a serum that I absolutely adore. This is not empty. I don't think it will be empty when I upload this because there is quite a bit left in here. It's not expired, but I thought I would use this up because it was already down to there. Now I think it's down to like about here when I looked in there just now, but still, I guess I only really use a couple pumps at night, and I actually used this morning, and I applied it pretty, you know, heavily on my face this morning because I was feeling quite dry and dehydrated. But I love this serum, and I'm surprised I didn't use it up. I brought it on my trip with me, and I've been using it quite a bit, but I guess it just lasts a lot longer than I think it would. So I think I'll probably use it, you know, by next week or so. Well, I do really love this, and I'm glad that it actually lasts a long time. I do have a backup of it because I got it when Paula's Choice was having a sale. But now I know that it will last me probably, 6 months or so, which is great because it's not really expensive serum. If you're looking for something that will, if you have dry patches, if you struggle with dry skin, I know it says all skin types, so I guess even people with normal, maybe even oily skin, I'm not sure. But I know when I am struggling with just feeling really dry and dehydrated skin, if I didn't drink a lot of water, or if I, was out in the sun, when I was in Florida and I was out in the sun a lot, and I thought I did reapply sunblock, but I just, had some sun damage. I put this on and it just instantly smooths everything out. It soaks into my skin and it just really feels like my skin really loves having this on it and in it. It has the omega fatty acids, which is great to eat, and in your foods and avocados and salmon and all the different foods that you can have omega fatty acids in, and so having it applied topically also really works for me. So that's why I love this. And lastly is this Deep Cleansing Oil by DHC. This is just a little sample size as well, and the mark is almost rubbed off. I believe it was like right in the middle of the G there. So I used up that much, but this is definitely a surprise to me, but kind of not, that I didn't finish this up. I am sad because I like to, when I set a goal, I like to complete it, and so I'm a little disappointed that I didn't finish this, but I did bring this on my vacation. I tried using it, but as I mentioned in my video before, I just don't really care for the texture or the smell of this. It smells like olive oil, and I guess I just know that I don't like a real strong scent of olive oil on my face. It's just something that I don't really look forward to at night. And it also left my face very oily afterwards, and so I definitely needed to go in with a second cleanse, and so it kind of deterred me from using it in the morning unless I was in the shower. I did use this a couple times in the shower because, in the morning I didn't want to have to double cleanse my face, and so I would just use this at night, but then it doesn't take off my makeup really, really well. I'd have to kind of rub at my eyelashes quite a bit for this, so it wasn't my favorite. But it was, worth trying out because it was a more affordable cleansing oil, and that's why I wanted to try it out. So that was it for all of my products that I tried using up in 5 weeks right before spring. And I did enjoy that it was kind of this countdown to the first day of spring. I liked that I had a fun deadline that I was trying to aim towards. I'm glad that I didn't try to use up full size, full products, because this definitely was an eye-opener. Some things that I learned was that I do like to rotate my skincare, and so I don't use things up as fast as I thought I would. And like with the vitamin C serum, I definitely I tried out some different vitamin C's during these past 5 weeks, and so I just didn't use that up as much. And also the oil, the cleansing oil, I learned that it is good for me to try to get sample sizes before I commit to a full size with cleansing oils, because if they do, there's just certain textures or certain things that just don't work well for me, or I know that other ways work better. What I'm trying to say is if I know that a cleansing oil will take off my makeup faster, that's pretty much what I want to aim for. More efficient, better, and also smell better too. I don't mind. So I don't like perfumes and things in my skincare, so that's okay that cleansing oil didn't have added perfumes. It smelled like what it was made of, which is fine. But now I know that when I see ingredients like olive oil at the top of the ingredient list, then I don't think I will actually purchase that, because I just didn't care for the smell. So I hope that makes sense. The final thing that I learned was that I actually do enjoy finishing something. So before I started this, I kind of had in my mind, I don't want to finish this. I want to save my last bit because this is a great product. But reality is that they expire. Like my cleansing balm from Eve Lom, that expires in 9 months. And so things go bad, and then you're putting expired stuff on your face and not knowing it, or wasting money and throwing it away before you use it up. Another thing was that I just enjoyed the fulfillment of finishing it, knowing that I got my money's worth. And I'll put a total of the estimated amount of what I used up. When I finished my full product, what that total cost was. But so knowing that I got my money's worth, knowing that I tried it out to a complete get a complete idea of what I think of the product, and also just knowing that I can also buy it again if I need to. It's you know, unless it's limited edition, which I don't buy many limited edition things, and I don't think skincare really has limited edition things, so only makeup really does that. So it's out there still if I want to get it again, or I can move on and try other products, because that is something I really do like trying. You know, I know they say to stick to your just plain old skincare routine if you have, like, you know, breakouts and just struggling with your skincare, but I have found that as long as I just rotate things, you know, minimally or slowly, that I can still try out different things. And so that's why I started my Instagram account and my YouTube channel, because I have been doing that, and I just wanted to share with you guys some thoughts and what I think about these things. So I hope you enjoyed, and if you liked this kind of thing, I am planning on doing another project panning, maybe even with makeup. I haven't decided completely yet, and but I did like having a goal to do that, and I also, just enjoyed learning from my experience, and so maybe the next time around I'll also learn something new and about myself. So I plan on doing that. I think it would probably be maybe a countdown to summer. We'll see about that. I don't even know how many months that is, but you know, heading into spring, it'd be kind of fun to count down to summer, because spring and summer are my favorite seasons. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed, and have a great day, and I'll see you next time. Bye.